Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Like
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle.
Coach, it is a gorgeous night in the desert. The roof is open, the stars are out, the good life. And we've got football ahead from State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Shut. Good. Touchdown. 54 miles. Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Come on, set. Set. Hold on. 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hayward. Hayward.
Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
258, 26. General West, inside.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Green 18. Over. Chip. We 2 jet bombers.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This is the tight end Fant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go. Mike's 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Check Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw again on second down. Jackson, that's caught. It's Coleman. Oh, what a juke into space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got double up, double up, double up, double up. On it.
Here's Jackson throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, New England.
58! It's 59, Mike the 59. Yeah. You don't want that.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his tight end fan. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down. On first down, Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Leonard Fournette. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run again with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. New England on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Rodgers, and it's a fumble. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Stop your whining.
Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it complete to Harris. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and find Everett there, complete. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Let's put that team on the bus.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw